If you're looking to buy cheap Rocket League items, be sure to check out today's sponsor RL.Exchange. They support all platforms, and offer a wide selection of Rocket League items to choose from, and have multiple payment options. Be sure to use code RLH at checkout for a 3% discount on your entire purchase.
G leads statistically along a lot of these things that we tend to look at when we look at their performance throughout this season so far. Gen.G are up there. They've got a lot of aggression. They go for a huge amount of shots. Jack especially.
They
for shots and goals. And going early on, sometimes you don't need to go for those crazy fancy shots. We have seen them pull out of the bag in the previous regionals. Sometimes it's a case of see their back line is pushed up a little bit too far and you just need to lob them.
A little bit closer to him and be able to kick it left or maybe even forward, and unfortunately dead wrong, lost it outright. Got caught leaning. Chicago blasted it right side. They bring it right back.
And the pass from J-Naps, I thought he saved it and messed this up, but look at how he approaches it. Goes on there and then backflips, gets it back out. The pass to Chicago.
In order
Perfection.
Gen.G and try and reassert control here.
I think the Gen.G are so good at as well when they just wrestle the control back as often as they like. And the demo from Nolly opening up Atomic on the back, sends him off for a 3-second nap and gets the shot out from apparently Jan. The goal still from Chronic. You'd love to see it.
One probably could have put J-Naps in a tough spot, but who knows if J-Naps would have stopped it. Everyone knows he can play defense with the best of them as well. As Atomic gets a freebie, a missed cut from Nolly. Disaster for Gen.G.
And these teams just split by that hair yet again. A mistake from Nolly. Not even a touch on that. It's not even a bad one. There is just no touch at all on Atomic. Every now and then you're going to be when you're on the backboard and you see a player come in and just lurk. You're like, oh, pressure's on, lads. There's every chance I miss this, so I'm praying.
Into the middle. Apparently Jack finds a gap in the net right over J-Nap's shoulder.
And a lovely pass coming out too. Chicago being quite loose with that ball, sends it into the corner when Nolly, he was waiting himself. It doesn't roll up, it just apparently Jack onto the side, gets shut down by J-Naps. Corner pass towards Atomic, the pinch not coming in, so Jazz has to turn back, and Nolly touching it lightly to himself, then goes to the fake around the side, Chronic to shoot, Nolly to bump, 4 for Gen.G.
You could just feel Chronic lining this one up. Nolly picks off the weak touch, and Chicago is unfortunately facing backwards. He has no way to actually challenge Nolly at point of contact. Gen.G leave one on the table.
Oh, Gen.G just alley-ooping all their way to Saturn. Just they couldn't quite make that play work in the end, so they continue with the attack onto the backboard. Chronic then finally going low. They send it a couple meters below where they were absolutely denting the backboard, and finally they get the opener.
Apparently, Jack, it works both ways. It's a one-on-one on the sidewall where it's a little bit safer, and take our chances elsewhere as Chicago's denied by apparently Jack.
Good demo in the midfield as well. Jack getting rid of Atomic, and Nolly can just air dribble it in. There were 2 defenders back, but neither of them wanted to go for the attack.
Yeah, the demo in front of the contact. J-Naps got punched as well, so apparently Jack, he's not...
Falls to G2 to attempt to get some shots on target. They have 2 so far. That's as many as apparently Jack has in total. The lowest shooting player on Gen.G. They've been pinned back entirely. No way!
Just give him the ball. Apparently Jack says, go get it. Catches the flip reset instantly and catches it with 4 defenders, which, of all things, is not something you'd think would happen at that G2 midfield line. So in Game 3, you really hope to see the challenge game dial itself in.
There we go.
Who cares about the challenge game? J-Naps just rips one in off the kickoff, I suppose.
There we go. Fair enough. Chicago with the kickoff.
Jack, it doesn't even look like he moved. Yeah. Couldn't ask for a better start after the timeout. As Chronic, uncontested in the middle of the field, around J-Naps, and there it is again! He gets through 2 people challenging him, gets the bump, and it's all a 1v3.
And it's all over for G2 on the back. Chronic gets that sideways flip.
Sticking on offense, they find the second opportunity to clear the ball, though. Now it's them trying to force G2 back into their own side. Apparently Jack with an aggressive volley, it's straight in! It's straight in!
How's that happened? That is such a gentle touch considering how fast he was going into the free flip. And then it just happened.
Big bump from apparently Jack forces J-Naps into a race. And G2 starting to get a little bit more of a handle on the... Oh no. Atomic comes up empty and will get punished.
Look at Jack! Look at Jack in the camera, literally screaming and rocking, going, let's go! That is pass as well, pretty bad. Wasn't great. It was one that I'd make in ranked. I'm like, oh, I've just given the possession away. And Atomic, he just could not make the touch. And immediately outsped. It's a story of 4 goals in game number 3.
Oh, this dead stalemate of a kickoff. Nolly comes into the second challenge just a minute.
They had good opportunities, and they have given away, I'd say, 2 of these goals by just clear errors, unforced errors as well. A lot of talks need to happen because that is a problem, especially... I'm not even going to talk about that because I need to see what happened again.
Your own goal. JNAP's just trying to steal this pass here from Chronic. You can see it headed towards apparently Jack or Nolly, and it's just straight off the headlight.
Everyone's just sort of getting touching the ball. This is what the lobbies look like, by the way, when they're testing the...
They warm up, this lobby good, bang, get it towards the net.
I'm expecting the admin now, after that one, to type, ready to go? Right, wait until I say go, then you can join up. Next one's live. But that is 5-2 with a full garbage time goal for G2. Well, after 3 dominant games, the game 4 is different. We see then that win come out, and that is what G2 are praying for right now. They need that win, otherwise it's going to be a 4-0
Look at
embarrassment, and Nolly continues the pain.
Look at Chicago here. He's going to recover, and then there goes Atomic. He has to give the space.
Yeah.
Because apparently Jack... 5 inches. 5 inches, and I'm through. Apparently Jack gave him 2 feet and he scored.
Apparently Jack buying a mile, and you love to see just that amount of teamwork. But JNAPS on that backline has to try and get something from the Chicago backflipping.
Oh my goodness.
2. Hey everybody, thank you for watching this semi-finals. We're going to be going to an early break because as far as I'm concerned, this is over. Came down to, you had a barn door to hit and you've sent it into the next town over.
How to recover one-on-one. Oh, and the soft chip with the demo. Look at this catch is immaculate.
I'm grossed out. I am disgusted. That is a fermented pile of awfulness coming from... How are you doing?
You came to play today. I can see that. You want another... Oh, you're joking. You're joking.
Just shoot on target. Good. That's it.
Yes.
Come on.
In the net.
It's only 15-5. All right, you've got your chances. Atomic, that catch is beautiful.
Target couldn't find the upper 90, but it seems like FaZe Clan starting to inch closer to blue territory.
Daniel making sure he's speedy on net. Arsenal one-on-one, and unfortunately, First Killer has a much easier play. Daniel doesn't get a hold of it. The bigger problem is LJ not getting the challenge there against Typical, puts Arsenal in a jam.
Trying to go close post and in, but the defender's well read as we're nearing 60 seconds to go here in game number 2, and here comes a shot from Arsenal. Plenty of time. The buff comes out, and First Killer can't jump up to get it, and Spacestation take the lead.
You have to score that one. LJ, what a job in the midfield. Wins one challenge, dodges the bump, wins and how they're moving the ball around on their own half, but do feel like the mechanics are a little bit more dialed in on the FaZe side. Ultimately, though,
he left it.
Just missed it. It's okay. It didn't really matter. Daniel had a freebie here. Kind of wonder what happened to FaZe for how that happens. Mist is on the other side. First Killers missed the challenge, and Typical, unlucky trying to buy time, just gets punted.
It ruins the entire play. I think he realized that. He tries to pull off of that ball and leave it for Daniel or LJ to clean up. His first killer is Typical, and what a save on the goal line from LJ! Coming out of nowhere and keeping things on nil for FaZe Clan.
Oh, I mean, when FaZe moves the ball like that, it's money. What a stop from LJ. Picked the spot, nailed it, and unfortunately not able to add a second goal. Daniel gets it put over his head. He lifts it towards his net, and he will be denied. He may get the demo, but it will cost him precious speed.
Oh no, gets bumped at midfield, tries to catch up, inadvertently gets the touch.
Into the rotation for that to happen.
And 40 seconds remain here in game number 3. Will we have our first overtime of the series? Not if Mist has anything to say about it. Tucks it under the crossbar, puts FaZe up.
Oh, look at this pass from Typical. Gets all the way in front of the ball to kick it back.
This has been a great series for Rocket League in general. Just great individual plays. Seen some passing plays, and it's just been a chess match up and down the field.
Oh, what a pass! Oh, T-Shock. Why you gotta do it to him? Around Typical. Oh, how do you get the nose around the back of the ball? Even harder to do.
Oh, wow. Give him the style points on that one. A bicycle kick pass to get around the defense.
Yeah.
It's typical. Baits out the defender, pulls him out of the box, and just dishes it to first killer.
Yeah, it's typical. Yeah, no one cares that you made the really nice pass play. The vanilla stuff still works too.
Teammate
Get in front.
be left alone back on defense as Daniel going to push this one forward. Typical going to pass to first killer. First killer right around Arsenal, and LJ denies one shot, but missed there for the cleanup, and communication breakdown on the back line for Spacestation.
Gotta wonder if Daniel even knew Mist was here, considering he didn't jump at this one. I think it surprised him. He definitely
As Arsenal
could have.
gets around one, gets that flip reset as well, but couldn't put anything behind the ball with it. As first killer going to make Space Station again go the full length of the field, and typical. Great challenge here, but better positioning.
Yeah, it was really positioned perfectly to just pick this one off. Arsenal knew it was behind him, and I think the firepower behind him to crack that FaZe defense with this much time left.
And if this scoreline holds, which hold the phone, it just might not, and it will not, because first killer is doing first killer things. 6th shot of the game and 2nd goal credited to first killer.
Ooh, that's the one that finally slips around. Single air dribble. You're gonna have to bring it down onto the floor, go for a dribble in the middle of the pitch, see if you can find a way through that first challenge and go from there. But nobody jumps, and Typical is just like, I guess it's free.
I mean, this is just bot play right here from Space Station.
Station does best.
I agree. I mean, when it's chaos, normally you see Space Station on the winning side of things.
Oh, he missed. LJ, he was in a good position playing support, but he didn't get a handle on the ball, and first killer nails the counterattack.
Oh, and I saw him get this ball on his hood. I knew it was game over, and typical running point doesn't even matter.
Back of the net,
Arsenal
of course not. Who else? Nick Costello's there once again. Why did we get him? FaZe needed a little defense, and he will keep him with a clean sheet here to close it out, as first killer will put an exclamation point on game 5.
First killer and typical, yet again, working in tandem.
The way Gen.G move around the pitch is as if they're a hive. FaZe, they've been close to that. They've had that type of performance before, but I've seen it from Gen.G more than any other team. And Chronic, the big kid, the big pickup, gets the big goal to start it off.
Yep, and this is the guy that we're always highlighting, the new pickup for this team. Waves, of course, is going to make the first goal in favor of Gen.G.
How's it gotta feel for Chronic? You make, in your first, you get on Gen.G.
Ooh.
Hang on a second. First killer. Pulls Gen.G out of the way. FaZe execute the kickoff perfectly here on the 50.
Oh my goodness, you're talking about working like a hive mind, and this is essentially what FaZe Clan just did.
But Typical and Mist hit at 4 and 5. So all 3 of FaZe's players are sitting in top 5 in assists per game. That shows you how good they are. But guess who else really work well as a team? Gen.G starts off with a good 50. Chronic left for the 50. That's not even intentional. I don't even know if that's intentional.
Gen.G, FaZe Clan are looking to get an early response similar to how they got their first one.
Missed it, hit the post. FaZe will have to get set up.
Oh my, it's wide open.
Caught in the gap.
What's going on?
Typical was thinking he was going to get a pass from first killer. This drops down.
Yep.
You see Typical, he's looking at Nolly, he sees Mist drop it, and as soon as he sees first killer, it's a little deceptive towards him, and as he turns around, he realizes, oh no, first killer's not as near to that ball as I thought he was, and they get punished. Maybe they get here on the kickoff. Chronic extends the lead, makes it 4.
FaZe Clan put in very, very sticky situations, not only off this kickoff, but the previous goal, first killer.
Away from him. And here comes first killer, trying to push the last man out of the net. Typical slows it down. Chronic on the turnaround. Apparently Jack taking out Mist in the midfield. Now Nolly sends it right back to him. Redirect off the post, goal!
Everybody from FaZe Clan flat-footed. One demo came through from apparently Jack, and he's also in position to receive the clear. The shot wasn't on.
He put that just on the side. Gen.G's nose. That one really was going to be in. You're almost talking about Gen.G getting to Brazil. Chronic's going to get another goal. It's set up right here, 6-1. Oh my God, a hat trick for Chronic. 2 goals for Nolly, 1 for apparently Jack. Everybody's eating.
And they're getting so physical. I didn't throughout this tournament alone, this regional alone, but I didn't expect it to be as dominant and at the forefront of their offense. but it has worked.
There
It's been
it is.
efficient. Another one, the Brazil guaranteed. I know Chad's gonna be loving this one. The Brazil popping off for Gen.G. Dorby, what is going on for FaZe Clan?
Dude, Nolly got such a quick reset. First killer
Not gonna
comes
do much
across
for FaZe.
missed there. Apparently Jack on the transition. Forces missed up. Free ball on the backboard. Jack deletes
Go,
one.
Nolly, here we
Nolly
go.
has a free shot. He takes the pass. Missed from Jack. Chronic in the air. Ooh,
that's
off the
it.
post. It's open.
That's it.
Goal! Gen.G take 2.
Bring around the rosy here in the box of FaZe Clan from the right side to the left side, and finally Nolly.
FaZe, one of the best teams at adapting mid-series. They can absolutely do it, but Gen.G, a tough cookie to crack.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, and they're not going to come up with a lot of mistakes. Speaking of mistakes, the issue is forced, and a mistake comes out on the side of FaZe Clan.
Oh, he gets
Maybe
bumped.
Opportunity created by Nolly, and apparently there was a bump on the field. Where was it?
Mispositions, force Typical's challenge, and he's wondering, wait, why does Nolly just get a free touch on the ball in the corner? It's because Nolly chipped Typical, got him on the ball, and Typical gets revenge. Goal right on the kickoff.
Reminiscent of game one, similar ways this has developed in front of us. Gen.G get the first goal, but FaZe Clan are able to respond.
That's the kind of thing that kind of trips you up against Gen.G, right? Trying not to blink, but it's hard to blink when you're dead. Apparently Jack takes 2 of them out, and Chronic gonna take it himself. Oh, what a save on the inside! First killer pinches it, and he said no dice this time, Gen.G. Now he's playing optimism there, and he still gets back to get that 50, forces miss to get the air dribble turn.
Well, it's the trust that Gen.G have in their teammates. They're oftentimes just given so many opportunities because they're optimistically positioning themselves. And here's another example. Abjack believes in Nolly and his ability to get past 2 players. It's wide open, and they will.
Look, I don't know what Jack put in his water, but all I'm gonna say is Hydro homies winning big today.
Hydrate up.
Jack, wait a minute, it's not over! First killer ties the series game!
Ask and you shall receive. I wanted to see First Killer step up in this game. I thought they needed it, and certainly they do. Winning 50-50 is going forward, but I guess it's not enough against Abjack.
Abjack hit that right on the corner of his Fennec. Now Chronic having to defend against First Killer. Nolly helps out. First Killer drills it. Front shot. Oh, Jack jumped for it. The man has got a crystal ball. He knew exactly where it was going. He's just roaming around, collecting pads, staying right in the line of play. Chronic quick up to the ball. He's first up to the ball. Now Nolly hands him back.
Wow,
Jack.
gotta be.
Oh, what a save! Misses. It's cool, Jack. But I'm also an absolute star defender.
Yeah.
Now First Killer says, "I got you." Oh, apparently Jack walked out of the way. Missed shot on target. Denied by apparently Jack. Here comes another one. Denied, but it's a double commit. Gen.G awkward. Miss got Google stop.
Typical.
Taken away by apparently Jack. So many layers that you can't find the bottom of this Gen.G defense.
Knowing where these teams are trying to shoot, relying on a free jump to stay in OT. And it hasn't just been one side, one defense standing up and accepting the challenge. Here comes Chronic. 4:20 on the clock. OT ended.
Well, FaZe, they're going to be feeling some chronic pain after that one. Big
Well,
ball
now,
at
to
full.
whoever can strike first. FaZe Clan have been able to respond to that first goal quickly. And another one. We just talked about it. You cannot let these guys score. First they're 15-0, and 3 seconds in, Abjack takes charge.
Apparently, Jack.
Hive mind that is Gen.G. It is so difficult to break through this team. You get a demo, you get a bump on that third man, but then there's another player from Gen.G who's also taking you out. Chronic, the double tap, the angle of a lifetime. He goes by himself. Normally you would pass this, Dorby. Somebody, what feels like 90% of the time, is already up in the air downfield. They are so comfortable with each other. The trust between these teammates and all 3 of them has arrived, and so has FaZe Clan. Hello, welcome to game number 4.
Finally, they find a leak through this defense. Apparently, Jack just loses that touch, and Chronic was trying to get...
This whole time, Dorby, we've been sweet-talking Gen.G. FaZe Clan have been throwing attempts at the net of Gen.G. It's not like they're just sitting down taking the beating here.
Oh!
Or maybe they are. Or maybe they just are. Abjack so high up in the air, the spike down, make it 3-1.
Gen.G just let in the jab so they can bring in the right hook.
I mean, FaZe Clan, there's chances for them. They're thin, and they're far and few between, but they have had looks, opportunities at the net, like this one for First Killer, the demo, and they're fighting for that number 1 seed.
Such an important demo here. Chronic only got one pad as he rotated back, and Nolly getting demoed on the
Need
play.
one more to tie things up, and they're looking for it.
If Gen.G pull this off, it'll be the best record an NA team on Championship Sundays has ever had.
This might be
and
it.
they might get it, and they spread the lead out. 2 goals up. Nolly finishes the touch. Chronic sets them up on the double, triple, holy moly dish, and Nolly